I think that all these debates that are taking place this week are important, but no significant decisions are going to be made. If we take the case of the EEAS, the External Action Service, the report is asking for the nomination of a deputy to the Commissioner, Baroness Ashton. And the Parliament was somebody to be accountable to the Parliament. But I think this is not the issue with the External Action Service. The issue is really that they haven't achieved any significant improvement in the relationship between the EU and the neighbors. And I think Syria is one of the examples. In fact, it is the member states that have to take the initiative to do something about this. And this is the case with the UK and France. So I think this report doesn't bring any value added, really. And there are other reports in the same situation. The IMF has certainly come up with serious criticism on how the crisis has been handled. Personally, I was very critical about even bringing Greece into the Eurozone and into the EU. I think that the European Commission was fully aware back in the 90s that Greece was not at the level, from an economic point of view, at the level of the other countries in the Eurozone. And it was a serious mistake to bring Greece into this bloc. And we have seen what the consequences are. Now, the IMF has supported the initial proposal by the Commission to impose austerity measures to Greece. So I think the IMF shouldn't wash their hands on this, on what's happening now. However, it was clear that Greece would not come out of the crisis only with austerity measures. I think it is my view, and it has been for a long time, that Greece cannot continue to be part of the Eurozone. And the sooner they get out of it, the better for them and for the rest of the Eurozone, because, you know, all these bailouts doesn't get anybody anywhere. And Greece has not actually grown their economy. If they could get out of the Eurozone, they could at least start growing their tourism business immediately. So I think we should all push for this to happen as soon as possible. If I were in the driving seat, I think that I would come out of the European Union. I think the European Union has proved to be a failed project, and all reforms will not lead to what essentially people were looking when the European Union was formed, and I think it's all about the single market. All this regulation that is being imposed to the different member states is hurting the industries all around the Europe, and it's hurting the possibilities for employment. So the reform would have to be so big for the EU to continue existing that it would actually represent a whole new organization. And I believe that to a certain extent the UK could play an important role in bringing this significant change, or this collapse of this organization and the setting up of a new arrangement. The Prime Minister has promised an EU referendum, but he's planning to renegotiate a different agreement with the EU. And I believe that once the UK, one of the most important members of the EU, negotiates this agreement, this will have implications for the rest of the members who will also want to negotiate a different agreement. And I think this will trigger a significant change in this organization, and there is some hope that we will see the birth of something more useful for the European citizenship.